Vaheguru 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 Vaheguru.
We're going to do some Simran. If you can all sit up, your eyes closed. Don't think of anybody who's sitting around you. Let's join in the Simran together, yeah? We're going to sing 2 lines first of a shabad. Suno binantiya Swami mere Ram, Kot aprad pare, Pi tere chere Ram. So this is our beinti to Maharaaj, so that Maharaaj can bless us and we can do the Simran together and actually concentrate on this Simran. So the only thing that should be going on in our head is just Simran. Binantiya Swami mere Ram, Suno binantiya Swami mere Ram, Suno binantiya Suno binantiya सुनो बिनंतिया स्वामी मेरे सुनो बिनंतिया स्वामी पराध परे ही तेरे चेहरे कोट पराध परे ही तेरे चेहरे
Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaaj in this shabad, they're teaching us something because obviously they, as Satguru, are pure already. Some people try to get this confused. They go, Maharaaj is saying they're full of sins. Maharaaj is pure, but the Sikh is the one who reads the bani. Maharaaj says, Aavo Sikh Satguru ke pyareo, Gavo Sachi bani. This bani is written for us to sing. Then we will sing these words, Asi kavange kot parad pare. Pi tere chere ram. And we will sing Satguru Mera Mar Jivale. Satguru Mera Pura. These words we will sing. Maharaaj is perfect. But Satsang ji, hon dekho, I've been in Sikhi for a while, but I can say these words with full truth. Jitna bhi aise ucha jaiye, wherever we go, whether we start off at the beginning, we're sitting over there in the audience, they might be sitting there thinking, no, look at me, I'm drinking, I'm smoking, I'm munna. Somebody else Amritari for many years. Everybody here can sing these words with full faith. Ki kot parad pare, kot para aparad pare. We all know how many mistakes we do day in, day out, every second. The more we understand how Uchi, the Jivan that Maharaja wants us to live, this life which is without Kam, Krodh, Lobh, Moh, Ankar, this life which is full of truth, contentment, bliss, and daya and compassion for everybody else around, and living righteously, then every time we have that little policeman on top of our shoulder not telling us, "Eh bhi nahi karna sega, eh bhi nahi karna sega, oh bhi nahi karna sega," then we start thinking, man, kot aparad pare. Fir, do we give up? Nahi. Pi tere chere ram. The difference between a saint and a sinner is that the saint kept trying. Somebody else can fall off the bandwagon. Dekho, if you go to the doctor gives you medicine, it's very easy to come home and start taking it. If you're like a bit like me, on the first couple of days, Jazba Honda, I'm going to get better, start taking the medicine. Next day, I miss a bit. Next day, I miss a bit. But the fourth day, it's up on the shelf, and I think, ikidin. One day I'll try to get better. One day I'll try and get better. In the meantime, I'm going to stay ill. Fir dobara, I start thinking, nahi, I should get better. Medicine pay hui, I should take the medicine. Hai na? So we're like this. We go like this, peaks and troughs. We get full of excitement, then we get excited. Then we start doing something, and then we fall down again. But Sasangat ji, that's what we do as human beings. Kot aparad pare. But can we give up? Can we just say, forget it, the bani's up there. The bani is the medicine I'm talking about here. Not the medicine. Bani is the medicine, and it sits on a shelf in the form of a gutka, but we don't bring it down and we don't read it. Sadi ए भी हालत हो सकती है. There's many people you've met, I'm sure in your families, in my family as well, they've got gutke sitting on shelves. And they on the aas hundi hai, they have a desire inside कि one day I will start reading my part. One day I will start following Sikhi. But kado karenge? Yeah? The thing is Maharaja is telling us कि you have to be his servant. Pi tere chere ram. The word chera comes from the word chela. Ape gur chela, vaho vaho Gobind Singh, ape gur chela. So many of us get told when we're coming into Sikhi is about two things, Seva and Simran. So we're all trying to do a bit of Seva and trying to do Simran. Simran kitta siga. But maybe we should think a little bit about the concept of Seva. Because Seva, you could say, is a bit like a double-edged sword. What we think of as Seva. What would most people think of as Seva? They would think, go to Gurdwara, wash up some pandi. They would think, do some langar di Seva. They would think, maybe I make some sandwiches and I go down with and do some Seva with swap. Or maybe I'll go some fundraising or go to give food to somebody. But the thing is, with all that Seva, Maharaja says, which homme Seva na hovei. In homme, you can't even do Seva. Because what happens, and you've met these people in your lives, they walk around, Tor naal. Ki main bahut seva kiti. If you ask them, seva kiti, they'll say, 2 घंटे लाए हो. 2 hours I spent washing up, bahut seva kiti. Yeah? And then they point out their seva to other people as well. Now when they introduce themselves, they introduce themselves with their seva first. I've been a pradhan in this Gurdwara for 5 years. They say, I've been the secretary. I've been washing dishes here for 2 years. Yeah. Now the thing is, Seva is a double-edged sword as well, because Maharaja is telling us the Seva is there to get rid of your ego. The Seva is there to destroy your homme. It's a tool. Simran is there to destroy your homme, and Seva is there to destroy the homme, because the biggest disease we have is homme. Homme dirag rog hai. Daru pi isma hai. Maharaja se kirpa kare je apni. Tusi kirpa karo Maharaj, ta gur ka shabad kamahe. Main thoda shabad kama lawa. Shabad means to get the shabad inside us. Kamana means to, like you go to work the first time, they put you in an apprenticeship, hai na? They don't give you the full pay straight away. De lagani pendi hegi hai. First time you have to do, maybe some of you that were interns, you didn't get paid jack for all your hard work, hai na? Holly, you started getting a temporary position. You were then still on 3 weeks, 1 week notice, hai na? They could have got rid of you whenever they wanted. Then Holly, you started earning more money. Then you were established. Then you got promoted. So Kamai is like that. In the same way, when we first start off doing Simran, when we first start off doing Seva, we don't might straight away get full of that. So Sikhi is one of those things where as we do more of it, the same amount of work we do, years later will pay off that much more. The same amount of time we spend from morning till evening, should which you don't get paid so much, as you get into Sikhi more and more, as you do more meditation. When I say Sikhi, I mean the path of God. I don't mean Sikhi, the religion, which we think of as. I say the path towards God. In the beginning, when we meditate, when we serve people, we don't get all the blessings that we could get 10 years down the line, because it's built into us by then. Then we just do a little bit and we get better. Just like a martial artist. after 10 years, only has to do about half an hour exercise a day, and they still keep their form. At the beginning, they say do 10 hours, do 5 hours. Hai na? It's like that. So Maharaj is saying, ki kamao, shabad kamao, earn the Guru shabad. And the Guru shabad is both Seva and Simran. This Sikhi is Guru shabad. So let's try to break down the word Seva and understand what Seva means, because thode waste bahut zaruri hai. You kind of know what Simran is already. You know, it's sitting down and saying Vaheguru, yeah. But many people get confused about the idea of Seva, because let's put it this way: the word Seva sounds like the word service. Agreed? And we say selfless service. Now, when you got selfless service, you can also say serving. Seva could be serving. Now, the only person, if you translate the word Seva, there's many meanings, but you could take words that are similar. You could say das. You know? Let's say the word Sevak. The word Sevak could mean ki, a das, or a jan, or a chakar, or a knocker. Now let's say you took the word knocker, yeah? That's quite an easy one to understand. Everybody know what knocker means. So those who don't, it means a servant. Now, when you've got a knocker, then they get a nokri. That means they go to work. So a person who's a worker gets a job, then they go to their job. So in India, when they say, "Main nokri jana hai," that means I'm going to go to work. And when they go to work, what do they have there? A boss. You can't have somebody going to nokri who doesn't have a boss. You know? So you have a master, and then you have a servant, and then that servant does service of the master. ठीक है ना? You need these three things to understand the whole concept. You need a sahib, you need a chela, and you need the chakri, the service. You have a sahib, knocker, and nokri. So when we apply it to Sikhi, then, if we take it, we have a master, yeah, mera guru, and then we have a sevak, which is a Sikh. The Sikh is a servant of the Guru, and then what does he do? Seva. That means his whole life is serving the master. Like a king has his servants, has the people that work for him, and when they are working for him, they go, "I am in the service of the king." Yeah? When they come out the door, "In the name of the king, I serve the king. I serve the king." That's Seva. You're serving Vaheguru, you're serving the king. So to understand the concept of Seva, we have to understand that before you can do Seva, you must be a Sevak. Pehle Sevak banna pauga. You have to become a servant of him. Then to become a servant, you must accept him as your master. Otherwise, what's going to happen is, you're going to go and do some Pandey Manjne, hai na? You're washing up, and then what will happen? In your mind, you're thinking, "Main Seva kiti, main Seva kiti. Look at me, I'm so good, main Seva kiti." If you took on the service and turned it around, "I'm serving the master," you will say, "Maharaaj ne seva ditti, Maharaaj ne seva ditti, tan paag mere, mennu seva mili. Lucky me, Guru gave me seva, Guru gave me something to do, lucky me, I got something to do, I got to serve him." The concept, getting the idea that I am serving the king, then makes you understand ki main karna ki hai duniya vich, and what is my aim in life. So now when we look at Seva, if we were to understand that somebody is washing up one day, the first thing to ask is, has that person accepted that what they are doing here is serving the Guru, or are they serving themselves? Do they see themselves as a Guru da chela? And then do they see the Seva as Guru di Seva? Then when they're doing Guru di Seva as Guru da chela, and accepted Guru Sahib as their master, फिर सेवा हो रही हैगी है. Because it's taking away the ego. The point of it was to burn the ego. है ना? कि अपने आप को कुछ नहीं समझना. Yeah? कुछ नहीं समझना. And the only way you can do that is by saying, taking the मैं out of it. And the ho out of it. What is ho me? There's two words. Ho means I. Ho vari, ho varne. Ho kurbane jah mehrwana. Ho kurbane jah. Ho is I. And मैं, not what the sheep say, मैं. We're sheep in that way, you might say, yeah? Meh. Because meh means me, I and me. Whenever the word I and me is coming in, then we're not doing seva really. So Maharaaj is giving us this teaching, ki sevak bano. But Maharaaj in this shabad is telling us, Suno benantiya Swami mere Ram. Oh my master. The word Swami can mean my master. Oh my God, my master, listen to my benti. And dekho, a servant has full rights to come to the master and say, I have a request. Hai na? If you work at work, you got a boss and you're his employee, you can go up to the boss and ask him a request. Koi baro banda ave and does a request to your boss, he can't have the same rights. Because you're serving him, he listens to you. Suno benanti, Swami, mere Ram, kot aparad pare, pi tere chere Ram. Say, look, oh my master, oh my Lord, oh my God, I'm full of mistakes now. We all are, na? Wherever we are, don't think you're alone out of this. We all, then, pi tere chere Ram. Fir bhi na, I'm still your servant. Main thwada haan. So when that master-servant relationship happens, then we start doing Seva. Let me sort of give you an example that's outside of the norm a little bit. Hai na? So, samajh lo, who is really popular nowadays? Yeah? Who likes football? I've heard David Beckham is quite popular in football. Theek hai na? In this world, he's a bit of a superstar. Although he only kicks a ball around. Yeah? Unna hi kam hai ga, but he's still a bit of a superstar. Let's say David Beckham put up a post, I'm looking for someone to make my cup of tea and hang out with me all day long. I'm not going to pay you a lot, but socho, how many people in this country would apply for that job? Cha banani, sirf. Inna vadda kam nahi. You're not going to get any respect. Koi maan wala kam nahi hega. Cha banani, follow him around everywhere. But still, jutte ode saaf karne hai, clean his shoes, wash his whatever he needs to be washed. Fir bhi, hundreds, if not thousands of people hai na, would apply for the chance to spend all day long with David Beckham. To become his servant. Kyunki oh sahib hoega, oh chela. People would die for that job. Ladenge. I'll be the best servant master. Inj karenge, eh? I'll be the best servant you've ever had in your life, they'll say. Hai na? But itthe David Beckham ne ki karna duniya vaste? What's David Beckham going to do for the world apart from kicking a football around? Yeah? Now there's no comparison, by the way, but look at Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaaj. Look at what they would do for the world. What they've come here to do for the world. Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaaj. I remember we went to a little pind in Punjab. I was sitting there and sometimes you have a bit of a fear, hai na? Ki eh na ho jave. Because I saw these little kids, it was a little pind gurdwara, little kids that were coming up to get prashad. Again and again, they were hungry, they were poor, they didn't have many nice kapde on. And what they would do is have prashad, and 5 minutes later, go back and have prashad again. And maybe they're not going to have dinner at home. And I was thinking, I hope Baba Ji don't just push him off. But Maharaaj Ji Kirpa, on that day, that Baba didn't care who was coming in front of him. Whoever was coming in front of him, he was given the same portion. And I was sitting in the back, and mainu rona aa gaya. I thought, Maharaj, Guru Arjan Dev Ji Maharaj, your kirpa, ki 500 saal, 500 years after you've gone, even then there is this Baba in Punjab who is giving out prashad to everybody willy-nilly, doesn't matter who they are, high, low, poor, sick or non-sick. Yeah? Because Maharaj is blessed the Panth with that much pyar, ki sab de vaase daya hove, to have compassion for everybody. Yes, I was Guru's kirpa. It's not our kirpa, we didn't do this system, Maharaj made this system. Langar is down there, but anybody is welcome to have it as well. So, what would be the mission of our Guru? Our mission would be to extend this across the world, that no one is hungry. Deg teg jag mein do chale. That everybody has deg. Deg is prashad, food. Deg also includes medicine. Hai na? Just like Maharaj said to Bhai Kanhaiya Ji, he give them medicine as well. Water. All over the world, people should have food, medicine, and shelter. Essential needs. Then, teg, kirpan. All over the world, people should be protected. No one should be tortured. No one should have their rights taken away from them. Guru Tegh Bahadurji Ji Maharaj, Hindi Chadar, Jagat ki Chadar, the protector of the whole of India, saved all the Hindus from being converted. Some of them are so disrespectful towards Sikhi now, given what's happened in the past. But fir bhi, we are still protecting them. This is the mission of our Guru. Now let's take that mission. Guru is that person, and he's still saying, who wants to be my chela? Guru Gobind Singh Maharaj asking the same question, who wants to work for me? And what will that job entail? Cha banani? No. To serve the Panth, to serve the whole world. What a mission for the Sikh. And what a mission, what a master to serve. But Sikhs know, I'm working for the king. To be a Sikh, to follow into Guru's Sharan, is to say, I work for Guru Gobind Singh Ji. Let's take it a little bit further. If David Beckham tomorrow put an ad in the newspaper, I want to kick a football into someone's face. It'd be silly, but still, there'll be people that will queue up for it. Mande ho na? Zamana enda hega. The world is like this. David Beckham wants to kick a football into someone's face, people will still queue up. Ki mere muh te maar de. Ye duniya hegi hai. But Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaaj, when he asks for a kirpan, picks up the kirpan and says, I want a head. Sanu dar. We have a fear that our Guru is asking for too much. Why did he ask for so much? But the chance is to work for the king direct. Ki koi keh sakda hai, I work for Guru Gobind Singh Ji. You know who he is? And I serve him all day long. Whatever we do is his service. Because a Sikh who is living the Sikh life, who is going out there, who is jumping Naam, who is reading Bani, who is teaching Bani, who is doing Seva of the Panth, who is helping the poor person, helping the Garib, Anath ke Nath, Nitanya ke Tan, Neotya ke Ot, Neasar ke Asar. What Guru's hukum to us is, that person is serving the Guru. A Sikh's whole life is service. Ennu kende Seva. To serve. And not to serve with the desire ki meri wawa hove. Ki meri Guru di wawa hove. Whenever a Sikh gets something, say kehna Guru Kirpa, I got the Seva. People say, bahut changi Seva kiti, Guru Kirpa Seva ho gayi. They take the ego out. We can't say thank you ji. We have to say Guru Kirpa. To get the concept right, because it is Guru's Kirpa, because although we haven't experienced it, we will experience it one day, that it's all his hukum. It's just a case of having a different perspective on the situation. By Guru's Kirpa again. So everything is Guru's Kirpa. A Sikh is trying to say ki Maharaj, I know I make many mistakes a day. Fir bhi Sikh ek avega. He might be doing so much seva, she might be doing so much seva. Fir bhi Sikh ek avega. Ki kot aparad pare, pi tere chere ram. I'm still doing your seva, Maharaj. Menu rakhna. I'm your servant. Because I'm your servant and I make mistakes in your seva, but please tusi rakh lena. Keep me with you. This is the benti of a Sikh to the Guru. That Maharaj, I've accepted you as my king. All of us have to accept, whether we take Amrit or not, we must accept him as our master. We can't have two masters. We can't have two masters. Either the world is our master or the Guru is our master. Either Mayatari or Amritari. Yeah? Not saying you have to take Amrit, but you have to have him as your master, and that must be our aim, to become his servant. To become his servant. And when whatever we do, even Bani says, Guru ki Seva, shabad vichar. Guru's Seva is shabad vichar. Some people might say, that doesn't sound very hard, sitting around, working out what Bani means. But let me give you an example. David Beckham gaya se Spain. Yeah? He went to Spain for a while. I don't know. What if he hired a Spanish servant, and then he left some instructions in English? Now the best servant, who's he going to think is the best servant? That servant that turns up, looks at the instruction in English and says, I can't understand it. Yeah? And says, forget it. Or the servant who goes on, looks at it, tries to understand what the instructions are, and then spends time, minute, to find out what he said, and then does it. You tell me which one is David Beckham going to be happy with? And ਅਸੀਂ ਇੱਥੇ ਬੈਠੇ ਹੈਗੇ ਹਾਂ. Yes, it's hard for us to understand Punjabi. 12 years ago, 13, I didn't even know one akhar. Not even one akhar. I didn't even know what ik onkar meant. It was on my wall. I was looking at it for a while. I didn't know what it meant. One creative being. They didn't say God. So I was looking for the word God. One creative being. I don't know who it was. Sometimes you haven't got the surat. Do you even understand anything? But are we able to just ignore those instructions? Itte seva hegi hai. Is that accepting the master to just ignore the instructions? नहीं, साडा फर्ज बनता है. As a servant, as a Sikh of the Guru, it's our duty to spend time understanding what was the message. What was the message? Gur ki seva, shabad, vichar. That's why we do Katha, that's why we do Kirtan, and that's why the screens are up there. That us lot can understand the shabad. Now when the shabad comes into us now, we can then earn that shabad. Kirpa kare je apni ta gur ka shabad kamahe. To earn the shabad, to earn the instructions of the shabad. Ki likhya ki hai, unhu man lena, and to follow it, that's the earning of it. Fir kamai hundi hai ki a servant, when he gets a list of instructions, must follow those instructions in order to be said that he did his job well. Sada bhi ekam hega. A Sikh is a servant. When you look at the word Sikh in Bani na, then it means, when you look at the word servant in Bani, Sevak, that means a Sikh. Jithe bhi Sevak aave, that means a servant, means a Sikh. And jithe bhi Sevak aave means Sikh, and jithe bhi Sikh aave uthe manab servant. To serve the master. So we're going to go into the shabad now, which is about Seva, which is about shabad. Maharaja gives us a shabad, कि अपने सेवक को कभू ना बिसारो. Oh my Guru. Dekho, I gave you the example earlier about the bani on top of on the shelf. Now we might have forgotten that bani, hai na? But we're saying to our Guru, कि तुसी ना मैनू बिसारना. Don't you forget me. One day I will come back and I will say your name and read your bani. On that day, remember कि मैं भी थोड़ा Sikh हैगा. No matter how far we've fallen down, believe you me, I've fallen down really, really low. फिर भी you come up crawling, है ना? You come up crawling कि मैं पी तेरे चेरे राम, कि महाराज अपने सेवक को कभू ना बिसारो. Wherever I am, महाराज तुसी रख लेना. उर लागो स्वामी प्रभ मेरे. Hug me close. A बेनती हैगी ना? Because we love this master. We're not a master, we're scared of him. We love him. Yeah? He's our Guru, we love him. Hug me close, Maharaj. Hug me close. Ur lago Swami Prabha mere, oh my God, oh my master. Purab Preet Gobind Bicharo. Complete my love for you, Maharaj. Complete my love. This is my desire. This is my desire. My deep desire, complete my love for you. Let me meet with you. Same Maharaj says, Patit Pavan Prabha Bird Tumare. Wherever we are now, what he is the purifier. In Anapurna. He is the purifier. So wherever we are, no fear. Maharaj says, Nirpa hoye pajo Bhagavan. Without any fear, you should meditate upon God. What's the fear? What we all have. I'm not good enough. I had that fear for many years. I'm not good enough to even say your name. How can I say the name of Guru Gobind Singh Ji Maharaj from this mouth that says so much gand, that does so many bad things? How can I say your Pavitra Naam? But fir bhi Maharaj, Patit Pavan. The people who are Patit, that are fallen off your track, tusi unhone Pavitra kar dende. Your Pavan means Pavitra. You make them purify. You purify the sinners. Patit Pavan. Prabha Birtama. This is your way, Maharaj. Hamre Dok Hriday Mat Taro. My bad things now, don't keep them in your heart. Like a mother forgets the bad thing. You might say many bad things, na? You might even cuss your mom, but fir bhi dil vich nahi rakhdi. That's the quality of Maharaj. They don't keep the things that we said. We might even get angry at them. We might even say something really bad, but he doesn't hold them against us. Kyun? Patit Pavan Prabha Bird Tumare. This is your way, Maharaj. Fir like the way we just talked about the mother, Maharaj says, Jal Vihun Meen Kat Jeevan. How can a fish live without water? It cannot. How can a Sikh live without the Guru? We cannot. We will get thirstier and thirstier and thirstier if we leave him alone. And finally what will happen to us? We will come back. Kyunki pyas lagdi hagi hai. We have to go back. We've come from him, we have to go back to him. We've come from Waheguru, we have to go back to him, we have to say his name. Then, Doodh bina rehan kat baru. How can the baby survive without milk? Same thing. We need this thing. We need Simran. God doesn't need us. We need God. Maharaj finished off with this shabad. They say, Jan Nanak Pyas Charan Kamalan Ki. Nanak is your servant. Jan means servant. Nanak is your servant, O Vaheguru. Jan Nanak Pyas Charan Kamalan Ki. I have so much thirst for your feet, Maharaj. Pekh Daras Swami Sukh Saru. And when I see you now, all the sukh I'm looking for comes into me. All the sukh we look for in the world, o sare sukh na are in his darshan. Darshan isn't just going into Gurdwara, matha taking and sitting down. Darshan is when you say Vaheguru, you feel Vaheguru. Other religions are telling us to just pray to God, just worship God. Sikhi is saying, feel God, experience the power. How powerful is He? Keta Tan. How great is your power? Keta Tan. Swaleho Roop. How beautiful are you? Swaleo means beautiful. Your roop is so beautiful. Your power is so big. Who can say those words unless they experience God? You can't say that until you experience Him. When you experience His power inside Dasam Dwar, Hirde vich, when you experience Him, you will say, Keta Tan, Swaleo Roop. And then, Keti Daat. How much have you blessed me with, Maharaj? Jane Kaun Koot. Who can measure how much you've blessed me with? At the beginning we are Akirtkana. We're all Akirtkane. We don't understand how much has been done for us. Bani is written for us. Bani is so clear. Bani is so beautiful. Guru Sahib has done so many beautiful actions we can learn from. But sanu patani. Kitta ki, likhya ki. We don't know what he did. We don't know what he said. But it's our farz. Now that we are adults, we're not kids now living at home with our parents. None of you are. When I was 21, this journey started for me as well. Now it's our chance as a Sikh living in the Western world to have access to all of the bani that's available to us. They might have heard of this YouTube channel as well. But fir bhi sada farz banda hai to learn bani. Find out what he did, find out what he said, because then we will say these words. Guru Gobind Singh Ji Keta Tan Swalyo Roop Keti Daat Jane Kaun Koot. So when we experience Him now, this shabad will come to life for us. So let's sing the shabad now. Benti hegi hai. Maharaj says, Aavo Sikh Satgur ke pyareo, Gaavo Sachi Bani. We've come to sing Bani. We've come to sing. So let's not be participants. Let's not be spectators. Let's be participants. Anna? Let's not spectate. This is not a performance going on here. Asi sare aaye mil gur sikh, aaye mil tu mere guru ke pyare. We are all guru ke pyare. Maharaj is so happy to see his children here learning his bani, trying to sing his bani. Guru Gobind Singh Maharaj ye paar kirpa hegi itthe. Yeah? Thalle loki bimar hege hain. Itthe asi dawai kha rahe hege of naam.
Guru Arjan Singh Ji. So we're going to join in with this shabad. Apne Sevak ko Kabhu na Bisaroh. So as Bhai Sahib was explaining, Maharaja gives us two analogies in the shabad. One of the fish. So just like the fish cannot live without water, the pyar that the fish has with the water, the fish just cannot survive. And then Maharaj gives us another analogy of a child, a baby. Just like the baby cannot survive without the milk, the amount of pyar it has with the milk. We need to think about how much pyar do we have for Vaheguru. How much pyar do we have for Vaheguru? Can we live without Vaheguru? Let's do this ardas to Vaheguru. Let's do this ardas so that Maharaja can make us their Sevak, so that we can be the knocker of Vaheguru. Vaheguru Ji Apne Sevak ko कबहू न बिसारो अपने सेवक को। अपने सेवक को कबहू न बिसारो अपने सेवक को। 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 रहन कतबारो दूध बिना रहन कतबारो दूध बिना रहन कतबारो जन नानक प्यास चरण कमलन की जन नानक दास चरण कमलन की जन नानक प्यास चरण कमलन की जन नानक प्यास चरण कमलन की देख दर्श स्वामी सुख सारो 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 अपने सेवक को अपने सेवक को अब न विसारो अपने सेवक को कब न विसारो अपने सेवक को कब न विसारो अपने सेवक को उर लागो स्वामी प्रभ मेरे 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 पूरब प्रीत गोविंद विचारो पूरब प्रीत गोविंद विचारो अपने सेवक को कब न विसारो अपने सेवक को कब न विसारो अपने सेवक को अपने सेवक को अपने सेवक को
Maharaj has given us a beautiful line in this Shabad which I forgot to translate. Maharaj says, Jeevan Pran Har. Maharaj, you are the breath of my life. Jehde pran mere vich hage hain, the only reason they are useful is when they say your name. You are the one that I live for, you might say. I breathe for you. I breathe for you, Maharaj. Tan sukh tum hi. The wealth I have, the peace I have, is also from you, Maharaj. My breath is from you, and I breathe for you. The money and peace I have is from you, and the peace I get in this life and the wealth I have in this life is for you, Maharaj. In your seva, I am happy. When I give my money towards you, I am happy. Maharaj Guru Gobind Singh is very clear. Maharaj said, save kari hi nahi ki pavat. They say, I only love to serve my servants. The Khalsa, the Chele of Guruji, Maharaj said, I only love to serve my Chele. Because we got this love relationship going on. O Sahib, main uska chehra. Reh nahi rahe, soi Sikh mera. O Sahib, main uska chehra. When a Sikh lives the Guru's life, na, Maharaj is so happy ki mera sevak ban gaya. Then Maharaj said, I'll become his servant. Jan Nanak Dasan Das. Maharaj is Dasan. They serve their own servants. We are blessed to become their Das, Guru Das. Guru Sahib is saying, if you become my Das, I'll become your Das. This is the power of Maharaj. They are not this Hankari master that wants us to worship them. Maharaj knows who they are. They're the light of God. They've come down to give us Naam, to break away this curtain of Homme. This curtain is what Maharaj is telling us in the very beginning. Ki kiv sachiara hui hai. Kiv kude tutte par. The biggest question we have is, how do I break down this wall between me and my God? Well, I've come from Him, but I feel separated from Him. How do I break down this wall? Maharaj says, Hukam rajai chalana. Tu chalana. Tu chal ke dekh. Chalana. Hukam rajai chalna. Walk in God's hukam. Walk in the hukam of God. Serve Him as a servant. And walk in His orders. Listen to His orders and walk that way. And then kive Nanak likhya naal. Guru Maharaj has written it down for us. Likh ditta. What is God's will? Guruji wrote it down for us. Eko naam hukam hai, Nanak Satgur diya bujhai jiyo. Guru has written it down, explained to us that the way to God is to say God's name and to serve Him as His servant. Because we can't do it without homme. Because if we want naam, the Maharaj is telling us ki homme naave naal viruddha hai, doina vase ek thai. Take the ego out the way. The seva is meant to make us take the ego out the way. If we can get naam, become His chela. So Guru Maharaj is giving us the blessing of becoming His Sikh. That's why we're all blessed here to be sitting here, to listen to His bani and be blessed to be a Sikh. And if we walk upon the path, if we listen to the teachings, we follow them, then kot hor kirpa paye piche. More blessings are there for us if we follow the way. I'm sure I made loads of mistakes in this. In the Kirtan and the Katha, एक नहीं अनेक गलतियां हुई हैं, माफ कर देना. देव सजना सीसरिया जो होवे साहिब स्यो मेल. गज गज के फतेह आखनी जी. वाहिगुरु जी का खालसा, वाहिगुरु जी की फतेह.